big issue is debt, in as far as it has acted as a leverage for conditionalities to be put in place, such as structure adjustment programs, and within that measures like privatization of public assets, and now privatization of services and utilities like water, and then liberalization of agriculture, of markets, of trade, of interest rates that have direct impact on our productivity and our capacity to participate in the global process of developing our country.
Back in Accra, Helen Wangusa is on the trail of more evidence. She has a rendezvous in the central market with a particularly vulnerable set of workers.
We are with a young group of women from the north, dislocated from their traditional habitat. They are doing manual work. They are working as porters for only 15,000 cedis. And when you break that down into how much they need to spend and save, it really is very little. Can you describe for me a typical day's work?
I have 5 o'clock.
We get up at 5 a.m, arrive at the market at 7, and our mistress comes at about 7:30. We open the shop and set up the stalls, and when people start coming, we start carrying the goods. At about 4 p.m. we pack away the stalls. By the time we finish, it's 5 and we go home.
How many years did you spend at school?
I never went to school.
If you had a chance or a choice, what would you have liked to do?
If I'd gone to school, I know I would have found a better job. If I'd gone to school, I'd have loved to study dressmaking. I would have liked to acquire a skill.
How can the bank and the IMF understand poverty unless they come and get that understanding from the people? Because the understanding they have is from what they do the analysis on in the books by economists. That understanding is different from how the people define poverty. Poverty here is not only about people living below $1 a day. It's like those girls being isolated, being dislocated from their social habitat. It includes all that. It includes their dignity.
The terrorist strikes on New York and Washington shocked and horrified people here. Ghanaians are instinctively pro-American and pro-British. Religious tension is rare. Christians and Muslims live in harmony. But September the 11th was also seen as the culmination of frustrations that had been building up for some time.
I think we started seeing that even in the demonstrations in Genoa, there were peaceful demonstrations, but there were definitely sections of the demonstration that were very violent. That comes out of frustration of people from seeing institutions that started in a position where they knew everything, they knew how to address poverty, they knew what development was, and over 15 to 20 years, they haven't been able to deliver. And in some countries, people have been patient over 15 years waiting for this prosperity to yield, and it's not happening.
Radio is the